Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make these very simple but effective transitions that you see on the screen right now. This is a good beginner tutorial, and you'll learn a little more about the pivot. I have two clips on the line. If they're stills, it doesn't matter. They'll stretch to any length, unlike a video. The first one ends here, don't go any farther. And the second one, same thing. I know most of you probably already know this already, but there's always somebody new that don't know it. So I like to include this in here. And we always want to start out with a cross dissolve to make a transition. You'll see right now it won't stick. That's because we don't have any information. Bring them back, make some handles, and now it'll stick. You click on it, right click, convert to Fusion cross dissolve. Put your playhead over it, make sure it's selected, and go to the inspector and select this little wand, and it'll take you to Fusion. Right click on the cross dissolve, ungroup, and select the cross dissolve. Double click on the background, foreground. It should go to 1.0. We can go to one viewer for this. Get a rectangle, transform. You just drop that on, it's going to connect into the mask of the transform. You don't want that. Put it into the yellow input. So watch for that when you hook it up. Connect that into the blue mask of the dissolve and select the rectangle. Take the width and the height all the way up and select the transform. Bring the size down some. Make sure you have what I have. Right click on the size, modify width, anim curves. And when you scrub your playhead, you'll see it's way too big. Go to the modifier. On scale, click that little dot and it'll set it to 1. Now it'll go from 0 to 1. And that itself is a transition. Highlight both of them. Right click, copy, click away, and paste the instance. If you don't know what an instance is, it's an exact copy of whatever node you've taken it off from. If you change anything in one, it'll change it in both. We're going to de-instance one thing, basically decoupling it so they work independently. Get a background and select the instance of the rectangle. Right click on the solid and de-instance. Uncheck it and set the border width to 0.01. Go to the background. Pick a default color. We are going to make a macro for one of these at the end, but they're all the same. So you can make, once you make the one, you can make all of them. Let's go back to either the instance or the rectangle, either one. I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. I can't use my hands and arms. That's why it's up there. I'm showing you this because I'm going to show you how to set this up so it doesn't go below 0 or above a certain amount, which is, I'm going to set it at 0.02. That's the thickest I would ever want it, and no less than nothing. If you bring it below 0, then it just gets too small. So we're going to set it up in a macro to go from 0 to 0.02 at max. But for default, I'm going to go 0.01. Just a handy thing to know how to do this. So I want to throw it in there. And if you select the transform, make this a little smaller. Go to the pivot X. We'll move it to the left on the far edge to 0.0. And when you do it, you'll see a little X here. That's the pivot point. You want to put that on the very far left and set it to 0.0. And there's one transition. Select the transform again, make that a little smaller. Now we'll take the pivot X to 1. Right there's the point again. And now we have a transition opening from the right side. Now we'll go ahead and move it to the top or bottom. You double click on the pivot and that'll reset it to the center. And set it to 1.0 on the Y. And now we have this transition. Now if we bring the Y down to 0, we'll have this effect. I'll select the transform again. Take the X to 0. And the Y to 1. And now we have this effect. Let's rename a couple of these. We'll make the background border color. And the rectangle to thickness. And click away. We'll highlight these from the top left. Right click on any one of them. Go to macro, create macro. Give it a name. I didn't realize my shortcut key said transaction, not transition. And the border width. Right now we have it set on 0.01. This is going to be our minimum here. We're going to change the minus 0.2 to just 0.0. And it won't be able to go below that. And a maximum, put a 0 in front of the 2, so you'll have a 0.02. That'll be the maximum it can go. And go to the anim curve. I've not included the out. I don't like the effect on the transition. On these ones anyhow. Some other ones it looks okay. But you can include it if you want. And border color. And put border in front of color. And go to File. Save as group. It takes you to macros. Go to Fusion instead. Templates. Edit. Transitions. Here is where you're going to want to make your folder to put your preset in. Once again, don't name it exactly the same or Resolve won't recognize it. Hit save and we'll go look for it. If you can't find it, you may have to restart Resolve. And if you want to make it longer or shorter, it's like any other transition. Just drag it. Or you can change it up here. And you go to the curve, easing, and change the color. And the thickness, that's the minimum. So if you don't want no border at all, and the maximum, 0.02. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.